Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And I know it's a weird time for me to be uploading. It is about 5 p.m. At the time that I am recording this, just because yesterday was a little bit of a late night, and today I had a little bit of a late start, and I had a few things to really kind of take care of. So I do apologize for the late video, but nonetheless, I do want to talk to you guys about a few things that have been happening around the XRP case. In fact, we do see over here from Digital Asset Investor, he's quoting that article from Rosalind Layton, which, yes, we will address here in a second. But we do see Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Alderoty, has made it clear that they will settle in minutes and pay a fine if the SEC will make it clear that today's XRP is not a security. Having expended his political capital, Gensler should take the deal. Now, I've always said that a time frame on a full-on settlement does not matter around this case. Listen, I'm not going to predict a date when we will see a settlement because it just doesn't make any sense. We could have a settlement at any second, any minute, any day. It does not matter. All that matters is that we position ourselves in XRP before the settlement. It's almost like quoting the Wolf of Wall Street, but it does make sense. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, when we look at XRP, it is an extremely strong token, still remaining its spot after all of the litigation, after every single major, news media outlet said XRP is a security. What's next for XRP? And, just creating this massive amount of FUD. And it is still in the top 4. I mean, we even do see over here from the Bearable Bull, he's saying XRP is the 4th largest crypto and is still delisted in the US. Even if you hate XRP, that has to impress you. And yeah, I mean, like, when we look at all of the negative media attention around XRP with everything that has happened in the last 2 years, it really is crazy to me. And I also want to go back into I want to go back into this article and really kind of talk about where that quote came up. What do you see? So down here, so why is Gensler still letting his enforcement division drive this bus off a cliff? They are litigators, but Gensler is ultimately a political figure. Politicians, Deaton said recently in an interview, are all about turning a loss somehow into a win and moving on. Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Alderoty, has made it clear that they will settle in minutes and pay a fine if the SEC will make it clear that today's XRP is not a security. Listen, when we look at this, we want to see some news come out where the SEC is basically done with this case, and a lot of people have argued that it could be the Hinman documents that force them into something like this, where they just make it clear that, okay, XRP is not a security. At one point in time, maybe it was, like Ethereum. They gave Ethereum the free pass. They said at some point in time Ethereum was a security, but now it's technically not. They did say, though, the merge could allow it to be a security yet again. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. But nonetheless, this would be great because it would give XRP the clarity that it needs, and it will also allow Ripple to move forward. But is this going to happen? It's hard to say. We definitely have to wait and see what's going to happen next, but I do believe that they could settle in minutes. I think that they could settle any time. There's no point in arguing a specific date, though. And we do see over here, crypto exchange Coinbase has asked a federal court for permission to join Ripple in the SEC's case against the company, saying the SEC threatens the broader crypto industry through its inconsistency. You know what's funny about this is, like, this is all happening now. I wonder what was going on initially when this lawsuit happened. Oh yeah, that's right. Coinbase delisted XRP and said XRP was a security itself as well. It's funny how the tides are turning now. Everything is going to move very fast from this point on in Ripple's defense. All of these major companies coming out to support Ripple in this case because now they truly see it. Everyone is really seeing the true colors of the SEC. It was never about just XRP. It was about the entire crypto industry. We do see over here from Wrath of Kahneman, quick summary, Coinbase makes the case that the SEC has failed to give the crypto world any notice at all. Completely agree. That facts are in dispute. Interesting, there's no mention of their own inquiries re XRP, but they go hard on the constitutional issues of fair notice and the SEC's failure. And yes, if you guys didn't know, Coinbase did request an amicus brief. I'm sure that you guys probably heard about it from now. I'm sure that there's been so many YouTubers talking about it already. But what I want to talk about is we do see from Jeremy Hogan down here. I was waiting to read about Coinbase's analysis from 2018, which analysis apparently concluded XRP was not a security, but it was nowhere to be seen. But all would be forgiven if XRP was relisted tomorrow. No. And yeah, I mean, listen, I don't care about XRP being relisted back on Coinbase. You guys know me. I just recently talked about Coinbase in a video with Sam Bankman-Fried. I honestly think that Coinbase itself needs to really look into the reason why they delisted XRP in the first place. I mean, me personally, it makes no sense on why XRP is still delisted on any exchange. I really don't understand why we don't have a mass relisting for XRP. I mean, I get it. You know, it's security or currency, you know, standard is still being questioned in the U.S., but that should not stop these exchanges from supporting XRP and relisting it. I would love to see all of these major exchanges go against the SEC and relist XRP. I just don't understand how the SEC is going to win this case. There's just no way, in my opinion, the SEC wins this case. But I get it. They want to protect themselves. I understand. But, you know, Uphold has been doing very well. They're still selling XRP. MEXC doing very well. They're still, you know, they still have XRP listed. So what's stopping these other major companies from listing it? I mean, to me, it looks like Coinbase is scared of the SEC, but you know, why wouldn't they be? They're one of the top tier exchanges out there, so I get it. It is what it is. But we do see over here as well, XRP with Ripple versus the SEC. The Hill Capital LLC has requested permission to file an amicus brief in support of the Ripple's defendant's motion for summary judgment. The proposed brief is Exhibit A, and if you guys did want to go read this, you guys can see it's a brief package. But we do see, where did all of these Ripple bandwagons come from? Don't get me wrong, I love the support, but where are they in the beginning when we needed them the most? Exactly what I'm saying. Like, you know, to me, I do believe this statement is the truth. You know, when they see you winning, they will surround you. When you're losing, they will let you go. And yeah, I think that all of these major names, and we even do see over here, like the Crypto Council for Innovation has requested permission to file an amicus brief in support of the Ripple's defendant's brief in the opposition to the SEC's motion for summary judgment. Like, all of these major, you know, names are coming out and really looking into supporting Ripple. And it's funny, right? It's at like it's at one of the times where we don't really need these amicus briefs. I mean, yes, are they beneficial? 100%. But all of these major names coming out to support Ripple at one of the worst times possible, like they should have been supporting Ripple since day one. And it's just funny to me. It really is funny to me that this is all happening at this point. And we've been looking at this for a while. I mean, I think that we're at like, what, 7, maybe 8 amicus briefs. So we might even be at more. But this is insane to me. And like I said, or I should say, like Crypto Wolf is saying down here, like, you know, where do they all come from? Why are they supporting Ripple now? I believe that they see Ripple winning. And we do see over here, documenting Ripple Archive, breaking the SEC commissioner that sued Ripple described XRP as a non-security. And yeah, here you guys have it. So we do see, for example, on June 6, 2018, then SEC chairman Jay Clayton described cryptocurrencies like XRP as replacements for traditional currencies in an interview with CNBC. And here we have the quote, cryptocurrencies, these are replacements for sovereign currencies. Replace the dollar, the euro, the yen with Bitcoin. That type of currency is not a security. A token, a digital asset where I give you my money and you go off and make a venture, and in return for giving you my money, I could say you can get a return. That is a security, and we regulate that. And at no point in time was that statement around XRP. In my opinion, when we look at all of these cryptocurrencies, and I do like the I do like the idea of them saying like described cryptocurrencies like XRP. Like this technically isn't just them describing XRP about, you know, being a non-security, but it is cryptocurrencies where you could essentially replace you know, sovereign currencies or fiat currencies. And I think that XRP does, you know, really kind of play into that aspect. But I would love to see a full-on quote where it does say, hey, XRP is, you know, a currency, not a security. But it is what it is. Listen, at the end of the day, we know where XRP is headed. We know what's going to happen next. When we look at the chart, it's coiled up. It's in a bull flag formation. We are hoping to see this thing go absolutely crazy and break out of roughly 60 some cents. The only issue here that I see is like the 203-day EMA, which is that blue line up there. This would be off of the low here, about a 29% run up. What we need to do is we actually need to smash through the 60-cent fib level up here, which is quite a bit of resistance, as you guys do see. It's also a major support zone that we were holding back in like 2022. Once we flipped it back in 2021, we held it, and we actually went on another little run. I think this was like $1, yeah, almost $1.50. And if we can break out of this, this would be a solid 32% run up from our from our current prices, I should say, a 28% run up. What could actually ensue this to go like high like this? Well, when we look at what the Fed is going to do, what are they going to do? Are they going to pivot? What's going to happen? If they pivot, well, guess what? If they pause the rates, then we will see crypto go absolutely crazy. But we also have to pay attention to what they're going to do. I think that's tomorrow. I think that's when we really see the full-on view of what they're going to do. So tomorrow is a big day when we look at things like that. I am eyeing the 75-cent zone up here. This would be a huge demand zone to break up into, but this is going to be a little bit of time. This would be about a 66% run up. A lot of people have been asking me what do I see going forward around this lawsuit. If we do see a settlement, where's the price of XRP? And I just don't feel confident telling you guys a solid price, because listen, this settlement, if we do see a settlement happen, it could easily be a no price mover announcement. I mean, we don't technically need to move off of it. Do I believe that we will? Yes, I do believe so. But what's the price? It's hard to say. I mean, I would just be eyeing, $10. Like $10 is my personal goal right now to see morph into reality around XRP. And if we actually look at the percentage that would be from even our current level, like our current price, if we go to $10, which again has always been my target on this channel, this would be about a 2,000% run up on XRP. And going off of the lows that we've seen back in the summertime, which is why I always say when XRP has a massive sell-off like this and it looks like everything is going to end, you want to be a buyer. This would be about a 3,300% run up. From the support zones that we did have, we had really a nice area of accumulation back here in terms of the support zone. This would be about a 3,000% run up. But even from our recent lows on this nice fib level at some major support at around 45 cents, this would be about a 2,000% run up, which I think is incredible to see. If we do see it happen, we need to really kind of play a little bit cautious when we do get to some nice high fibs, like for example $6.52. That is a 1618 run up. On the macro, I know that the 1618 is nowhere near that because we're going off of the all-time high back here, and we are also going off of the all-time low from March of 2020. I shouldn't say all-time low, but March of 2020 low. The 1618 would be about $32 if you're looking at the macro, but again, the 1272 at about $9.40 is a nice area for me, and I don't really need much more than that to be, really in the sense of like major profits. So I would definitely be looking at taking some profits at around that area, maybe even $15, $10 obviously, but waiting for $32 if you are looking at the macro, it is like, it's something that could happen, but when's it really going to happen is the big question. So we just have to play cautious. Got to take our profits when we have profits to take, and play ball from there. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.